Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to Naples then. Napoli host Marseille in the Westie TV Charity Cup round of 16. Estadio Diego Armando Maradona hosts one of the best round of 16 ties that we could have in this competition so far. It's Naples versus Marseille. One of the finest cities in Italy against the French Riviera. What magic could possibly happen tonight? Well then, you hear the roar go up around the stadium, and well, Naples has got a night to host. Antonio Conte, the coach then, Giovanni Di Lorenzo, the captain, and well, Alex Meret starts in goal for Napoli, Spinazzola, Jesus, Ramani and Di Lorenzo the back four, Lobotka, McTominay, De Bruyne, Zamba Anguissa and Politano in the midfield, and new signing Rasmus Højlund starts for Napoli. Well, as you can tell, it means that on the bench tonight is going to be Romelu Lukaku. He's that's propelling Napoli to a first major league title in a number of years. And well, Marseille had a fantastic win in the Champions League against Ajax a couple of weeks ago. Pure magic in Marseille there. Well, Roberto Di Zerbi has picked Eric Mrevier in goal tonight. Medina, Corto, Pavard and Murillo in the back four. Højbjerg the captain alongside Gomez, Mijevski, Guri and Vea in the midfield. Kolu starts as the lone forward. Well, normally it would be Francois Kolu taking the captain's armband, but he's giving it to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg tonight for this game. And well, we'll see how that plays out. Here we are then. Napoli versus Marseille. A tie that's similar colours. Marseille in the whites, of course, tonight, and Napoli in the blue. It's going to be an interesting game, this one, I think, between two sides that, well, Napoli had an interesting group stage, knocking out Real Madrid and Dortmund in Group E, the FBC5 only triumphing against them in Naples on match day 1. Apart from that, it was all very, very good for Napoli, picking up a win. And that draw at Real Madrid at the Bernabeu is stunning as well. Oh, yeah, it's actually here at the Armando Maradona. Sorry, apologies about that. Big mistake. But anyway, Marseille on the ball now. Medina. Oh, they're unbeaten in the group stage. Didn't have a good Charity Cup campaign in 2024. They were knocked out in the league phase when it was a league phase. Here's Scott McTominay. Played forward looking for Rasmus Højlund. Not quite there for Napoli's new number 19. Angel Gomez chipped wide to Medina. Well, Conte was unsure in the summer about starting a new season with Napoli, with links to the Premier League again and abroad in Europe. But it does mean that to see some exciting football from Napoli still. Like the old days. Timothy Weah now trying to break through. Not quite there for Marseille. McTominay. Spinazzola. Murillo shrugs him off. Guri. Timothy Weah. A son of Iberian protege, George Weah. Kolu in there! It's 1-0 already! Marseille are leading at Naples. It's that man again. Francois Kolu scores for Marseille. He's your man again. On the volley, crisp as you like. But the assist from Timothy Weah was brilliant. And Napoli are behind at home. Well, the Italian champions now have it all to do. Now, if you're wondering about the second leg already in Marseille, 2nd of November. Don't miss it here on Westie TV. You're not going to want to miss this at all. One for your calendars, one for your diaries. Of course, all of the round of 16 games here on Westie TV. Di Lorenzo hacked away. The referee thought there was a hand involved, but Juan Jesus dispossesses, but picked back up by Marseille. Very tight ties in the competition so far. Some close teams. A lot of pundits and pre-match thoughts were in the papers today. Were thinking Napoli and Marseille would be very evenly matched. Considering their league form and also their poor ball from Murillo there, and that's now fed into the hands of Ballon d'Or nominee Scott McTominay, which we don't think we'd ever hear in the same sentence about 5 years ago. Kevin De Bruyne. Played back by McTominay, not quite there enough. Eric Mrevier. Facundo Medina. Uruguayan is playing it around the park. Benjamin Pavard, he was a big signing for Marseille in the summer. Came in from Internazionale Milano, who have played the game against Inter Miami in this round of 16. And well, if you ever want anything to potentially whet your appetite, if the result was to say the exact same, Marseille went through to the quarterfinals, a tie against Paris Saint-Germain might await. You never know. Well, Giovanni Di Lorenzo. And well, half-time already. Referee thinks that's enough. No other time needs to be played. And well, a goal from Francois Collou was enough then. After a chip ball from the man to his right, Timothy Weah. Francois Collou leads us at the half-time break. Napoli 0, Marseille 1, here in Naples. Welcome back, everyone. Second half now underway. Rasmus Højlund gets us underway, and Napoli are on the back foot, you might say, after the first 45. You might have a interesting view on whether Napoli can really try and progress in this game. Frank Zambo Anguissa over to Matteo Politano, the Italian international. Politano's been there for a couple of seasons now. He's former, I think he was former Milan, but made the move over to Naples. A bit of sun, sea, and a fantastic pizza. Angel Gomez. Antoine Corto dispossessed by Rasmus Højlund. And well, the Danish international has been, I think, enjoying his move from Manchester United. There's a lot of talk to say that Napoli might make it permanent in the summer. It remains to be seen, of course. Form is temporary, class is permanent as ever. And well, Marseille playing it around the park a bit here, and doing a very good job of doing it. Here's Angel Gomez, another former Manchester United man. In fact, 3 former Manchester United players in tonight's Marseille lineup. Angel Gomez, actually on the pitch tonight, sorry. Angel Gomez, Scott McTominay, and Rasmus Højlund. Lukaku on the bench as well for Napoli. It seems like everyone's finding their feet here in Italy and enjoying life since leaving Manchester. Now Napoli on the back foot, really under pressure from Hubert Miewski and many more. Politano. Medina. Hubert Miewski again on the left-hand side. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Gomez again in the middle. Marseille really trying to wind down the clock, you might say, is trying to find an opening in this Napoli defence. They've got 10 men behind the ball here, which is sort of not helping things. Here's Rasmus Højlund. Pace and streaking away. Rasmus Højlund. Højlund! Good save, Morevier. Good save from the Marseille keeper. And a big chance for Marseille goes begging. And, well, the Armando Maradona was ready to burst into life if that went and rippled the net. Here's Timothy Weah. Played around the park again. Kolu's dropped quite deep. 10 minutes left of the second half to play. Angel Gomez. Pavard. Well, there was talk last summer about... Oh! Lobotka on the ball. Napoli handing it off. Here we go. Well, if you're going to need a winner, or a big goal in this game, now will be the time. Politano. Rasmus Højlund! Not quite there for the Danish striker. 86 minutes played and Marseille are holding firm at 1-0. We've seen some calamitous defending in the back and in the Charity Cup sometimes so far, but Scott McTominay is here. Kevin De Bruyne. Lobotka. Politano. Zambanguisa playing it wide and Pavard's there. Played into Lobotka again. Lobotka! Corner kick for Napoli. You hear the roar. Lukaku on for Højlund. Not his best game, but it will do. And Beledi coming on for Gomez. Throw on a defender. Why not? Last chance of the game now. De Bruyne. Ball whipped in. It's deep into the box. Parried in there. Revier's trying it. Really trying to get it. Lukaku headed down. Full time here in Naples. Marseille triumph over Napoli. It's a first leg goal through Francois Kolu on the volley. And well, it wasn't quite to be for Naples at home today. Francois Kolu with another goal in the Charity Cup. Napoli will go to Marseille next 2 weeks' time. But at the full time here, Napoli 0, Marseille 1.